All right. Think we're live and welcome everyone back to another episode of A Tale of Blood and Long Roads. Uh boy, we got a lower drop last time, so I think tonight, yeah, we'll get right back into it. So, I believe everyone you went back to I believe you just went back to Pouncy's. That's where you're still keeping your haven, right? Or
Mhm.
kind of
Yep.
communal haven. Yes. Okay, good. Um
Yes.
So we'll kind of start off at the next evening. So we can start off with the usual rouse check. And then I believe we wanted to do actually stain removal. The stain of the moral
Yeah.
kind, not just stain of the getting it out of the carpet kind. So just to clarify, we were talking about maybe perhaps that standard had been a little bit shaky on one of the chronicle tenets we had decided on, which is that backing up your family at all times, or your found family at all times. And maybe that created a bit of a stain. So the way that this works is that you roll against I think you roll your remaining, I kind of usually forget how it is. You roll against your remaining, you
So
roll your
you
humanity
take
dice.
you take the pool of 10, subtract your humanity, and then subtract whatever stains you have,
Yeah,
which
there you
leaves
go.
me with two dice. So I'm humanity 7, and I'm guessing it was just a level 1 stain.
Yeah, it's a level one
Okay.
stain.
So then I'm rolling two dice, and we'll see if we get any successes. And we did,
Okay.
which means that I don't lose humanity. I just feel. Actually, how does that work? Always can't remember which way you feel when you succeed on those.
I think it just when you succeed, I believe you feel regretful about your decision because when you don't succeed, you lose that sense of regret about what you've done, and that's why the humanity drop happens. Like it's got kind of like I don't care about murder anymore, you know.
You're still a fairly high humanity gangrel going on.
So, but you can see there though with that mechanic how easy it is to lose humanity. So, okay, so we remain on the path remaining human. So we'll go ahead and do yeah, let's go ahead and do our rouse checks.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Succeeded.
All right.
All right, I'm rolling one die.
One die.
All right. Succeeded.
I succeed on both of
Good
mine.
job.
Oh my goodness. We're on a roll tonight. Um
Yay.
everybody is then remains at hunger one.
Excellent.
So everybody gets up in the evening. And I don't know what your particular sleeping arrangements are. So kind of remind me of that.
So Gavin would sleep in his RV.
That's true.
At this point, are we living in the motel or we take up the basement? Because there are bed in the basement of Pouncy's.
You can. And you can also assume that in that sort of time skip that when you moved a lot of your haven resources that now the kind of sad bar and grill is probably open again. Uh,
If you want it to be open.
if you want it to be open. I don't really want to get into the you know role playing out running a bar and grill, but
Mhm.
you know,
Does anybody have finance dots?
No.
No. I do.
Oh,
Oh, yay. Someone knows how to run a business. I have one dot. I can Good balance the enough checkbook. for a vibe bar. wait, let me just check. Yep, I have a dot in finance.
Fantastic.
I do not.
Because my standard is still stuck in the gig economy, even though he's been around for 100+ years. He's not good with his money.
Well, Charlotte's an ambitious drug dealer. So,
Well, fortunately, yeah, the bar and grill is mostly a front for a drug business, so it's not. If somebody forgets to order the hot wings, it probably is not going to be that big a deal. No. But yeah, wherever, yeah, so you can kind of set up shop in the basement. There was that office down there, so if that's something you want to do, you can. You can take up shop in the hotel rooms as well.
I stay in the hotel rooms. I have taken, you know how they have the door between them in a motel? I'm in the interior, and I've opened the door and kind of modified it so that, you know, the bed isn't by the window. It's, you know, I brought some stuff that I have those panels in front of the windows, move the bed over closer to the bathroom, sort of move the furniture so everything is blocked from the windows.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
What about the Ole?
Oh yeah, the lady that runs the place.
Better not knock on the door at night or during the day.
She pretty well leaves you alone. She has an understanding that you work here now, or that you run the business. There aren't a lot of customers really here, so
Charlotte's the boss.
Charlotte's fine.
Fun.
Is that what we're going with? Is Charlotte is the boss? Oh.
In terms of the business side of things, yes, because
Okay.
that's the
Yeah,
drug dealer.
she's the
Okay.
The rest of us aren't doing anything.
Perfect. Then this will come to Charlotte. Good. Okay, so
Oh, great.
There'll be like a knock at the door, at Charlotte's door.
Oh, okay. And it's nighttime now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, good. I kind of go closer to the door and peek quickly, and do I see anybody? I look to the people.
You see the guy that runs the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
He's at the door.
I open the door. Do I know his name? I probably know his name.
Yeah. Let's give him a name. He'll be it can't be Mike. Can't give him Mike too. We'll call him Ahmed.
Ahmed. All right. What's up, Ahmed?
Oh, that's better. I just said Ed, but we'll call him Ahmed. Yeah.
I definitely heard him, Ed.
I
Yeah.
heard him, Ed.
Oh, okay.
So
Is he Ahmed? Feel fine in there.
let's do it. Yeah. So he says, yeah, like this is kind of weird. I was taking the trash out.
Uh-huh. Good for you.
And there was like a dead raccoon.
Okay.
So as things were, I was gonna move it. I'm gonna throw it away.
Uh-huh.
But then he wasn't dead.
Okay. Did he bite you?
No. I've seen plenty of movies. You better believe I won't let no dead raccoon bite me.
Right.
But this is where it gets weird, ma'am. He had a letter for you.
Okay. Can I have it, please?
Yeah.
All right.
Now, is this something that happens often around here, these parts, or?
This is the first I've ever heard of a raccoon delivering a letter. But, folks get bored and they train raccoons. I mean, he didn't talk to you or anything, did he?
No, that would
Okay.
have been unusual.
Yeah.
Should I have tipped him, or?
I think you need to go with your heart with that one.
Okay. Well,
If you
if it happens again, I think I'll tip him. But anyway,
It's a
I'm
good idea.
I'm I'm uh I'm gonna get back to work and maybe try to forget this happened.
It's a good idea.
Alrighty then.
Let me know if you're having trouble doing that.
But and he kind of reaches into like his apron and hands you an envelope.
Great. All right. Thank you. I give him a tip.
You
Give
tip
him like
him.
$10.
Yeah, he probably deserves that.
I mean, yeah. All right. So I open up the letter. Look at it.
Inside the letter
Uh-huh.
is what appears to be a list of items.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm assuming this is from the dude in the cemetery, the necromancer.
Well, it doesn't say anything, but
Oh,
that would be a fair assumption.
okay. All right. What's on that list?
The list reads, it says, a brass compass with a free-floating needle. The compass will
Alright.
have a spot for an application of a liquid. This liquid will be blood.
Surprise.
A silver blade. Upon examination, the blade will be tainted with kindred blood.
Oh.
A dial atop another circle. The circle on top has a window that reveals symbols on the bottom circle. The dial is turned to symbols on the outside to decode a cipher.
Okay.
And the final item says London's notes. These will be in Latin.
Notes. Didn't we find some notes in Pouncey's in the safe or somewhere?
You did.
Okay.
You found some notes in that shop, actually. Like
Okay.
with the in the literature, there were some in the literature section of the antique shop. There actually were some books,
Okay.
including
All right.
some with some weird stuff in Latin.
And I'm hoping at the good. I would say that I would have taken them because I know I took the knife. I don't know how much kindred blood it's got on it anymore, but I took the knife. All right. Well, then all we need is the compass. Did we find the... And the dial with the cipher. So we got 2 out of 4. Well, that's good. So I'm gonna call Davenport and just page her first, I guess. Wait for her to call back. But I'm gonna do this at Pouncey's. She doesn't need my phone number in the room.
Do you want to gather your friends first, or?
Yeah. Yeah. So I page them all too. I send them the number to Pouncey's.
Well, you don't
Which
have to
hopefully
page
makes
them. They
sense.
don't have to page them. They're presumably all in the same building.
So I can't
Like
say
they're
it's
just right
in
around you.
Pouncey's already.
Yeah. But so maybe you collect them all together, Do you do you share the note with them? And
Yep. Then yeah. So I have the book, the notes, and I have the knife. So we just need the compass and the 2 dials with the cipher.
I have the compass.
You have the compass. Oh, this is going to be so much easier. So then we just need those dials. So I'm hoping Davenport knows where they are.
Most likely, given that they're the ones selling the stuff.
Yeah. So no one else has the dials, just in case. All right. Well, I'm going to give her a call. See how we can make arrangements. So I page
Now,
her. Oh,
remember,
yeah.
letting her know that this guy is looking for this stuff to do this thing will freak her out, maybe.
No.
And also, we haven't decided whether or not we're actually going to be doing this or not.
This is true. I mean, it seemed like a reasonable thing to do. It advantages. I mean, I get
According to
some advantage
whatever.
from it.
We don't know if he's telling the truth or not.
True.
And also, it's supporting the cult that Davenport wanted to run away from. And he wants his Duskborn back. And they like freedom.
Yeah, that was the difficult sell.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it that way, but now it makes a lot of sense.
The items are easier. Convincing the Dustborn to go back are going to be harder.
I mean, what if we just got the items and then just didn't bring Davenport back?
That's mostly what I was thinking. Like, if we want to do it ourselves and rather than getting her and her people involved, probably sell it that way. That way we are a barrier between the two.
He did seem to think that the Dustborn were important or necessary for what he was doing.
Yes, that's the
So
problem.
he might not be able to. Us just bringing the items might not be enough, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's still a good first step.
Yeah, because we don't actually know for sure whether he actually needs them or not, or he just wants them as an issue of pride.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perhaps
that'd
we
be
can get
gross.
more information out of Davenport if we go to her
Yeah.
and talk. That way, we're not calling her, giving her the chance to run away. We're in person.
Yeah. I think we also need to make sure that she's not, well, that her quality control is improving.
Yeah, check up on that too.
Because we're not going to make any money if we making people lose their minds.
Well, it's going to also drag a bunch of attention to the town if people are speaking in tongues and having visions. So,
Yeah. True. There's a lot of meth around here, though. You know.
all right, so who's going to call her? You, the boss. You can do it. I believe
All
you.
right.
Just set up a meeting. We're
I
all
will-
going to meet her.
I will call her. And we don't want her to meet here. We want to go there.
You can invite her here if you want. Or she can be safe in her own territory and bring us there. Whichever works for her. It's
Which
uncomfortable
mean-
information, so
Are we safe in her territory, though?
we've been there several times. So, yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. So I give her a call. Like using the phone, actually.
okay, so you give. Good, I'm not muted. Okay, you give Davenport a call, and she does answer.
Excuse me. We have some business to discuss with you.
That's quite fortuitous. I need to discuss some things with you as well.
Oh. Well, do you want to come here or should we go there?
Don't come here. Let's meet somewhere neutral.
All right. Denny's.
No, perhaps quieter than a Denny's. Here. And she gives you the location of sort of a kind of a quiet parking lot.
Okay.
Make sure.
We say we'll meet. How?
Yep. Just make sure you aren't followed.
Why would we be followed?
Something's afoot here.
All right. Well, we'll meet you there within the hour.
I will be there.
All right. So, she gave me a place for us to meet. It's a parking lot. She said,
Like a random
sure we
parking
aren't
lot.
like a random parking lot, neutral ground or something. She said to make sure that we aren't being followed and that something is afoot. So,
Seems sensible.
yeah. I mean, obviously, we don't want to be followed.
Right. I mean, but you got whoever those people out of Raleigh were looking in on her deliveries, so there's at least people and eyes around, so makes sense.
Yeah.
So bring a knife. Gotcha.
Exactly. All right.
Prepare for a fight, but we'll hopefully avoid one.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to bring a knife.
Like to use this evasion spec I have in driving.
Oh,
Ooh.
fun.
Like I literally have a specialty in evasive driving and avoiding things. So
Oh.
Okay.
Well, maybe we should take your car.
well, I was planning to. Whether anyone else wants to bring another vehicle, but
One vehicle's probably best for this.
Yeah. All right. Should we pile in the car and go for a little road trip to the woods or parking
everybody
lot?
in the truck, yeah.
Great. Whee.
All
All
right.
right. So,
You pile into the truck, and as far as you're aware, you are not followed. But it doesn't seem like anyone's attempting to follow you. You don't really even see any headlights. And you proceed to the parking lot, and you get to this parking lot, and yeah, you see definitely Davenport is standing there next to her car, sort of looking nervously around, waiting for you.
all right. We kind of ride up to her car. Try not to make it look like a drug deal, but it might be a little hard.
It's an empty parking lot. It's a drug deal.
We can try. We
In
can
fact,
try.
it's best to make it look like a drug deal and not like whatever terrible stuff that we're about to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, roll the window down.
Maybe you weren't followed.
As far as I can tell. What's the matter?
All right, well, we need to talk.
All right, let's talk.
You first. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Well, that driver,
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting.
I'll say I didn't expect that to happen after it already happening and in you telling us that it wasn't going to happen again.
Well, it's given me an idea about why I don't know why it was happening. So we spent some time with that driver. Um, I personally questioned him for a great while extensively, and she kind of looks around for a while and like, he's clearly been dominated.
I assume that.
Now, that wasn't one of
Eureka.
you, was it?
No.
No.
No,
Then-
he had holes before we got there.
Right. So there's clearly some other player.
So you're trying to tell us that it wasn't the drugs?
Well, if there's a skilled dominator around, there's a possibility, however unlikely, that they've infiltrated my organization.
Okay.
I mean, they list infiltrated the process. Do you think they're actually among your people?
Perhaps. And I don't want to sound too paranoid, but I am paranoid. If they were that skilled, they wouldn't even have to. They could dominate their way into the process.
So who among your people would be able to do something like that?
No one among my people would be able to do that.
Are you sure?
I'm fairly
None of
certain.
your alchemical stuff can duplicate it?
I would have to say that I'm the best chemist among us. And I can't do it. Yet.
But we saw you do something similar one of the first times we met you.
Right. You did. Not that similar, though.
Okay.
It was more issuing command than completely wiping someone's memory as to where they picked up stuff, when they left home, all that stuff.
Yeah, we
It's
just
more
thought that
complex.
was like a fail-safe for you. It's not.
Right. But a subject could be conditioned over time. Or there's a lot that could be done by a skilled dominator, and no one in my organization has that level of skill. None among us, none among the thin bloods that I know do. That's why I'm saying I suspect that there's another player.
All right.
Now, I will tell you that my first instinct is to simply pack everything up and leave. But I don't think that's going to be a possibility if this is true. If someone's
If it's among your number, you would just pack them up and leave with them as well.
Right. If someone's dominating the drivers, they're going to see us leave and they'll find us again. So
herein lies a question. What additional enemies do you have?
Mm-hmm.
Who would want to do this?
well, obviously my first thought would be anyone who wanted to get into the business, which would be all of you, but you seem a bit cooperative for that, so I will give you the benefit of the doubt.
So infiltrating and messing with your deliveries doesn't get them in the business. It just gets you out of it.
Right. So, exactly. Or at least it, how would I say, it makes Valsky look bad enough that promotes new management. And then they step in. So, that's one possibility. Another possibility, of course, is that it's someone who knows me personally.
And what's the likelihood of that?
Well, at first I thought that possibility was low, and then there started to be strange happenings around the town. Of course, these trucks going weird places was a little strange. The weird happenings with the drugs, as if someone was experimenting with them. The stories of strange happenings at the cemetery. These were all weird enough that I started to wonder if, again, maybe if there were other players that knew I was here.
Do you want to
Could be nothing.
drop our little bomb now?
So we first met because we went to your little trinket store, right? Where we found a knife with kindred blood on it and some notes written in Latin, right?
Right.
And you tried to sell these things to the public. And
True.
I'm trying to understand how you thought nobody would figure out that you were here. Because someone has figured out that you're here. And they came to us. Thankfully, they didn't come to you first. You're welcome. I mean, we didn't give you up.
Do you know any Hakata?
Not personally.
Do you
Two
know
bad
anyone by the
dudes?
name of Old Toby?
I've heard legends.
Legends.
Well, everyone talks about in town. Everyone talks about. Some people talk about old Toby in the graveyard, but are you telling me he's real?
Old Toby knows you.
Oh, yeah.
Old
Mhm.
Toby, oh wait, no. I'm sorry. He gave us a real name. It was like Thomas? Thomas Delva? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so it seems. I don't know the name, but. It may be that he was the Kahada in that conspiracy blood pact or whatever they're calling themselves.
That's a Hakata you know.
Right.
Sounds like the one we met.
So
And
you're
yet you
saying
still-
that he's here.
Old Toby is Thomas Delva.
He's been here.
And you're saying there's legends, which means he's been here for a bit.
And yet you didn't know, and yet you still tried to sell some stuff that he's looking for.
He's looking for those things.
Well, or is it this Delva fellow has adopted the legend of old Toby to disguise himself?
Possible.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, there was a Hakata looking for you.
And what does the Hakata want?
Some things, like I said, that you've been trying to sell to,
The
as you told
notes.
us. No,
The
well,
knife,
we have those things.
the compass, the what thing? The other thing?
The dial, it's 2 dials, creates a cipher.
Cipher key. Yeah.
Yeah, ring a bell?
Would you happen to know why he want all of these things specifically?
He may be trying to use them to find someone else.
Yeah.
You're on track.
Yeah, I think so. At least you're being truthful like that.
That's mostly why I asked it like that, to see if you would actually like go down that lane. He's looking for someone named London.
So I've told you several times that the members of this group never used their real names with me, right?
Maybe you said once. I might have forgotten, but we have names.
And you had
And
his stuff.
they have your name. They're telling it to us. They're looking for you, and we're acting as a barrier right this second. So
You're the barrier, then.
yeah, because he also wants us to give you, and we're like, well, think about it, and then proceeding to not going to do so because no, I feel like you were running for them for a reason, and he was not great in regards to, the etiquette around having a meeting while eating corpses. We're gonna not get put you in that direction.
It's his etiquette. Everybody's got different customs around eating.
Yes, I'm running from him because I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to work for them. I want to be left alone.
Okay.
And we completely respect that, which is why that's most likely not going to be the case in regards to just giving you up.
Sure.
So we are
Right.
absolutely being a wall right now.
So what is it that you want to do?
Well, I'd like for you to be truthful and a little more, well, forthcoming with your information. But other than that, we sure would like that dial that you were trying to sell.
So here's the thing. Um, Ultimately, Thomas did have a point in regards to he's looking for this person who's probably going to create a whole different type of threat. Because apparently this London is a Tremere, and this Tremere is slightly insane due to the whole experiment thing they were doing. And so he might also be in this town. He might also be causing a bunch of issues, which may or may not be related to your truck's issues with the whole dominating people and
Hmm.
causing people to do weird stuff. Because that's a whole blood sorcerer just kind of out in the wind, doing weird things, being insane, making people insane. So, um,
Ugh.
we kind of want him to find him so that can be like X'd out. That's not fair.
Yes. I think
So
I think I have an idea what he's trying to do.
Pray tell.
The Tremere is trying to resume his experiments. Just doing it a roundabout way. So he's dominating my people. He's pulling them off the road, probably taking some of our drugs and supplies. Ah, why why do they have to be like this?
So what experiments is he doing?
Well, who knows exactly, but like I said, they were all about proving the kindred condition in some ways. They were trying to find ways to increase their generation. They were trying to find ways to walk in sunlight. They were trying to find ways to just, I don't know, just new ways to do things.
But how is going through your drugs gonna fit? Well, I guess uh y'all can do that. Turn of Dustborn. So trying to
Right.
basically find a way to so they can do it.
Wouldn't it be easier if everything was just a pill? It'd be one way. I mean, I think they're open to a lot of methods.
But it's also mostly like why they want you back because you have those secrets. It just doesn't work for them.
Yes.
Cool.
To learn more
Great.
from me or to chain me to a desk until I write it all down for them.
Cool.
Hmm.
Love that.
So
Well, so
you don't. Oh, go ahead.
here's the deal. I'm stuck. I can't leave now because they'll just find me again. So, like it or not, I'm stuck with you.
Yeah, because if you leave, I'll kill you.
Charlotte, chill.
It's not particularly helpful, but thank you.
Not at all.
Sorry.
So, I think we have to come up with a plan.
So the plan currently in mind is assist old Toby with those items so he can locate London and potentially nuke him off the face of the planet. And that'll solve that issue with you as well, hopefully, if that's
Mhm.
what's actually going on.
Mhm.
That sound easy, fair?
Okay. What has Toby offered you?
Like
Uh,
stuff.
Arcane knowledge.
Oh,
It's still in negotiation.
Yeah.
okay.
Also, I think he offered to help fight the Sabbat if they show up, because apparently the Sabbat are an issue.
Oh, great. This gets better
Yeah,
and better.
right? Now, I
Yeah.
don't think there's like a death squad showing up, but I do know like there's members of the consortium who are also Sabbat, and they might like have an interest if this whole thing gets rolling. So we just want to stop that before that happens.
There's also the fact that this London's actions are going to draw the Presidium down, and they're not picky about who they kill when it comes down to it. Usually,
Hmm.
That's
Not
probably
just
true.
attention.
And I won't lie that a weirdo raising zombies and eating corpses in the local graveyard is not particularly. Well, I don't know how long that can go on either.
I mean, yeah, but one thing at a time. That one wants to kill the bigger one, so we'll work on that, and then we'll work on the one that's, has a horde of zombies in the graveyard. Because that's weird and not correct either. So,
Okay.
Mm.
So you need these items.
yes.
All right. What items do you need?
The notes from London, I
Oh, I
believe
think
he
I
writes
have
in
those.
Latin. You have those already?
Yeah.
The knife, which I think she also has already. There was a compass that takes blood that I have already, and there was that dial.
Yeah. So I think it's the dial that we
The dial.
need.
it's just the dial.
Dial. Give me a moment. She kind of goes to her car, opens up like a laptop, kind of sit there for a couple minutes, comes back up, comes back out. I have bad news about the dial, or what I think could be the dial. So, a while back, it looks like a group of bikers came and shook down the antique mall.
Did they take it?
Well, it looks like that's what they part of what they were given as recompense for their protection of the antique mall or whatever it was that they wanted.
Had to
Okay.
find them.
Are they the ones that we got Pouncies from?
Yes. Yep. We didn't kill them. So they're somewhere. Just have to reopen that line of communication and figure out where they put that and then negotiate it back or pay for it or see where they sold it if they sold it.
Yeah.
Is this a target and a goal then?
Yeah.
Right.
I love chasing things around. It's great.
Yeah, it's really fun. So, Dr. Davenport, do you have any other things that you can help us with that we can also keep you from being unalived, re-unalived? How would that go? Yeah.
Well, I have to continue to look into my people, but I'm going to try to find my mole. But I have been able to get you. You're in with Valsky if you want.
Yes.
Good.
If you want, that could be beneficial to keeping some heat from outside the city off of us.
That's still the plan.
And might help get you some more eyes into the operation.
You're saying that like you're trying to convince, and that's literally the plan. Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I'm just making sure you still want to do that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're askew. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Well, technical
It is being
difficulties.
fixed. Please wait. Oh god.
Yes, it will take me a minute to fix it, but we have been at it about an hour, so we can actually probably take a short break.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll
So
do
let's
that.
go ahead and do that while you look at our weird forms here. And yeah, we'll be right back.
All right.
All right, we are back. And okay, yeah, so kind of, I guess, yeah, we're still at this meeting with Davenport. Davenport has now said, of course, that yeah, if you want to do this meeting with Valsky, she's got it set up. Is there anything else that you all wanted to discuss with her before she panics into her car and leaves?
I had nothing.
I would like for her to I'm not feeling that she's really taking it seriously to get rid of whoever is tainting her drugs, which makes me not really convinced that she's just not doing, like, she's tainting her own drugs for fun.
Charlotte, do you want to help? Do you want to question people? Do you want to
do.
question the thin bloods?
I do. I would like to help question the list, but we don't have to do that now.
Just put her name out there, but she's a judge. She can
Yeah.
judge people.
Yeah.
She's very good at it. She's very intimidating. I mostly threaten to eat them, but
Yeah. And would.
and
Anyway.
would.
So yeah. Why don't we go take care of this thing, and then Dr. Davenport, you and I will go and suss out a mole.
We could try. I would willingly take the help, but I do want you to understand something.
Mm-hmm.
That, however judgy you might feel, that if someone has been dominated into an action, taking their life because of it seems harsh.
You're right, it does. Yeah. And hopefully it won't come to that.
That is my hope as well.
I mean, if it's that they're not being dominated and they're doing this on their own volition, that's an entirely different scenario, don't you think?
It is.
Mm-hmm. So if they're
But
just
make
doing
sure
it,
don't make sure that you don't just have in your mind that, oh, they might be lying about having their mind controlled and therefore I should eat them anyway. Like, do actually go for the truth, not with your stomach.
you know what? I gotta say, I'm feeling really chill. I am just like, I can do this.
I'm sure.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever dominated anyone before?
Me? No. I don't need to.
Right.
I mean, I'm curious. It'd be really interesting.
So, having had it happen to me a few times, of course, and having done it a few times myself, the victim's not going to remember a whole lot about it, no matter the circumstances. So, hopefully, that will give us a little bit of clue as to what's going on here.
Oh.
Now, if someone tells you, if we can find someone that immediately tells us under some kind of questioning that they are tampering with the drugs, why then that's probably not a dominate. That's probably them. But if it was a dominate, then no amount of tortures that you're going to inflict are going to get them to reveal anything to you, because it's not really up to them to reveal.
Torture? What kind of person do you think I am? A little more efficient than that.
When someone uses dominate on someone, does it, I don't think it would like just always erase their memory. Because I feel like they would know they're doing this action, but they have no control over their actions.
No,
Yeah.
it might depend on the conditioning.
How skilled or how strong the person is.
Well, then I really hope that you aren't the person who's dominating anybody if anybody's being dominated.
Charlotte.
I don't have that level of skill.
You did say that you could dominate people.
I've showed you about the level I can do.
You did say that you have dominated before.
I've shown you the level that I can do.
Yeah, okay, that's good. That's fine.
I'm gonna come with Charlotte when she does that.
It's probably
just to keep a leash on that.
yeah.
Because I see it already just devolving. So I'll be there.
I think that's a good idea, and I greatly appreciate the support.
That will take some convincing. to
Would have two people
convince.
present to talk to your people?
I'm saying that yes, it will take some convincing for me to allow a group of thin bloods to allow themselves to be interrogated by you. Yes.
Could you explain to them that there is someone amongst you that is tampering with shit,
I
and we
can.
have to go through? Or you could be like, hey, does anyone have gaps in time that they're keeping to themselves that they might want to actually tell us about because there's a problem. Might get everyone killed.
Yes, that's
We
what
should.
we're investigating now.
No, I'm saying say that to them
Right.
up front.
Yes, of course we'll do that. I'm just saying that understand that we're the types that anytime there was a problem in any city, it was us.
Mhm.
What was it? The end of the world, that was us. If the toilets are backed up, that is us.
Well, in this specific instance, we're looking for it to not be y'all. We're trying to rule
Mm-hmm.
you out. We're literally looking for whoever's controlling you. So it's very different.
Yeah.
I understand
You know,
that.
I get blamed for a lot of things too. So.
I understand that, and we're building that trust.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying that I'm working with you on that.
Very
That's the
good.
promise that I'm making you. I'm putting myself out there a lot for you right now.
Absolutely understand. As are we,
I understand
putting
that.
ourselves out there. And at times it feels like we are stepping out into the great unknown to protect your ass. But there'll be a benefit for everybody in the end, won't there?
I hope so. I hope we all survive this.
We're all survivors.
Yeah.
So, where are those bikers? Because I wasn't paying attention to them at all.
I don't know.
I'm mostly talking to Charlotte because she's the drug dealer and should probably know where the people who traffic drugs are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I think we are then done with Miss Davenport. We can worry
Yes,
about
I think so.
yeah, you can go.
she can handle her end of the investigation into her people.
I will.
Let us know if you need help.
I will make the arrangements that you need,
Mm-hmm.
and try not to have an eventful evening.
No promises at all. Don't get chased.
Lay low.
All right. So yeah, she'll get back in her car and leave, leaving you all in a quiet parking lot.
Does Charlotte want to make some calls? At least figure out where they're at now, since they're not counties anymore. I assume since they like to accumulate at one spot, they have accumulated at a different spot.
Do you think Cliff could help us?
I mean, hypothetically, but also you have the ability to just call people up.
Yeah. No. You're right.
You
Okay.
could drag Cliff into it, but I don't know where he would really help until we know where we're going.
Yeah, let's keep Cliff out of this.
So all I really know right now is that he's good at sneaking into places and exploding people's heads. And I don't know if we need either of those things just yet.
No. Okay. I will make some calls. So, do we want to? Well, do you want to switch and, or I can make calls now, or
Yes, it's what do you. Well, first of all, who's feeling lucky?
Sure, I'll go. What are we doing?
Do you like high or low?
Low.
Okay.
Okay.
That's just for something.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah. So what do you want to
mhm.
pursue first?
hmm. Well, let's see.
Charlotte use contacts to call
Yeah.
or find where that biker gang is.
Yes. Okay.
Did one of us, if those don't have it, did one of us have police contacts? Because they might know where the migrating is
Oh,
at. Just
I don't have police contacts. I have
you have drug
drug.
dealer, which they're also doing that too. So I figure if one doesn't pay out, we might have another option. But I couldn't remember if anyone had those.
Yeah, I have grab bag contacts of I spend half the night calling a bunch of people to
Yeah,
figure out something.
yeah. You have what? Yeah. So we'll try the drug dealers first because I think that's be a quicker thing.
Yeah, it's far
Okay.
quicker.
All right. So I'm going to try a drug dealer who knows more about like this area, like whoever was sort of on the outskirts of this area, did more of the meth stuff.
Okay.
All right. So I page him as I want to do.
No, I mean there's wisdom in that, both as a drug dealer and a kindred.
Yeah. Yeah. I've decided to leave my technology level in 1993. So so I page a couple of people just to put some feelers out.
Okay, well those are just pages. I mean, is there a message with the page, or is it?
Oh, yes. So um looking for bikers.
Well, you can actually you
Or
can give the name of the gang you're looking for as the
oh yes,
NC
the
Savage.
NC Savages.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, NC Savages, anyone?
So yeah, you'll get a call back not long after that.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What are you looking for those lowlifes for?
I think they might have something that I'm looking for.
Really, like like what?
Like stuff, not their shitty drugs, just other stuff.
Bikes?
Antiques.
Okay. So you're looking for some kind of contact?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am they gave us their bar, but I think they took something with them that we need.
All right. I'll send you a number.
Great. How's the family?
Well, Dave's back in prison, and Mike just lost his truck job.
Oh, so sorry. Well, if you want a little try to spread a little green joy, just let me know. I'll give you something on special.
Will do.
Have a little fun for those brothers.
Can do.
All right, toodles. So
And
we
yeah,
have a name. Always paste. Just, ask about the family. It's always a good thing. People remember that. So who's the contact?
yeah, you're given a contact. The contact you're given is a name that at least is kind of familiar to you. It's Carl Sledge, who was the person that um, Gavin played poker with to win the bar,
Oh, great.
and a number.
Well, Eden, I think he liked you better. He thought I was just a little too strange. Why
I
don't
mean,
you call
that's
him?
very fair. You were very strange.
Gotta keep him on their toes.
So you didn't get like a location to go to, just a number to call.
Yeah.
Do
See if we can meet up somewhere.
I want to pretend I want Coke, or do I want to get straight to the point?
Why don't you get some Coke?
I mean, mostly just make it a regular drug deal so he won't actually suspect anything or try to hide something. Or
Yeah,
if I want to trust
yeah,
that.
for setting it up, you probably want to make it more of a standard thing, and then once we're there, can branch out to more esoteric things.
Sure,
Yeah.
that works. Absolutely. All right. And she will dial, call.
He answers like, yeah, "This is Sledge. What can I do you for?"
Hello, Sledge. This is Eden. I was with the group that won your bar bounties.
Right. What the fuck you want?
Um, so you sounded mean. So unfortunately, our local drug dealer has run out of something I'm looking for, and you have the better product, honestly. So I was looking to buy something from y'all. I'm not just gonna issue off over a phone call because that's weird.
All right. Guess we can stop by Pouncy's.
Are you gonna roll up to our place?
Oh yeah, we will. You want a party? We'll bring it.
All right, sure. Why not? Meet you there
See you in 20.
in 20. So we're going to Pouncey's.
Hey, you sound so charming. It's so delightful.
They're going directly into the trap. That's fine. That's great.
You know, we should get there first then.
Yeah,
mean, yes.
we should definitely be prepared. We have just invited a gang of bikers to the place that I'm pretty sure somehow stole from them.
Was Gavin's so good and honest?
So here's the thing. They chose to leave. So
Mhm.
that's not our fault.
Yeah, I'm just saying if they have regrets and decide to express those, we should be there and be prepared for that.
Oh, of course. But as I said, they're going into our trap. So that's on them.
Yeah.
We can close down business. It's fine
Excuse me.
for cleanup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we're heading back to Pouncey's.
Yeah.
Okay.
And preparing for whatever that happens.
Yeah, it is very easy to get there before them, but yeah, are there any preparations you all want to make before whoever
Close
shows up?
business. We're gonna close early. We have maintenance to do. Get out.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are such good bosses.
We try. We try.
I think we are demonstratively not good bosses, but in this case, we're better criminals than we are bosses. We don't want witnesses or collateral.
Of course.
Yeah, maybe that's why they think we're good bosses.
I mean, I feel like that's good, like management, making sure your employees aren't shot.
They're like, can we have
Right.
health? Can we have health insurance? This is your health insurance. Believe
Right.
Yes, this is literally your health insurance. Get out, go home.
me.
I'm trying to decide, do I want to I'm really curious about blood of potency, and I'm only at a hunger 1. So,
I mean, if there's ever opportunity, how long does it last?
Last the night.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
perfect. All right. So yeah. I would like to try to
Rolls.
roll. All right, where's my little app? There we go. All right, so what do I roll for that?
Resolve plus blood potency. Yeah, resolve plus blood sorcery.
Oh, okay. So
With a difficulty of 2 plus your blood potency, which is 1, so a difficulty of 3.
all right, so I've got 3 blood sorcery, and resolve is 3. Okay. Good. All right, here we go. Boom. Didn't score on a single die.
Nothing?
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, and it is a rouse check too. Did you do a rouse check?
Oh, no. I did do
Oh.
a rouse check. All right. All right.
Well, you
So,
retroactively go ahead and do that, but
yay. So I got the rouse check.
okay, so you don't increase in hunger, but
No.
you just didn't get anything?
I didn't get anything. That sucks.
No successes at all?
No.
Okay, but let's see, were any of your was your 1 hunger die a failure?
They were all.
No, I mean, like, was your 1 hunger die like a 1?
Oh, it had no successes. It was
Okay.
just.
That-
Yeah.
It was
that's
just
fine.
a blank. You're good.
Just a
then.
blank. You're good. Okay, you're good.
Okay. All right.
That's what I was
All
thinking.
right.
I was making sure it wasn't a
Bestial fail.
bestial failure.
Those are
Oh.
fun.
Yeah. So
No.
yeah, sorry about the saying 1. Like, some people are rolling with like the d10s, and some people are using like the vampire dice, and
Yeah.
some people are using die roll, so I'm never quite sure what everybody's using. Yeah, well, that was fun. Nothing happens,
Great.
but nothing is really lost either, so you don't get hungrier.
Yeah. Very annoying. Just very annoying. All right. Well, I'll try again next time. Just feel like I should just try again when I am at like a hunger 3. Just that might actually work. Might get lucky. Excuse me. Anyway. So after I go to my room and try this out, and it's just like a big mess. So I clean up and I'm like, "Arr." All right. Well,
What rituals does Charlotte have?
I have, let's see. Ishtar's touch. Oh, that might be good. Clinging of the insect Calyx Secretus and communicate with kindred. I did eventually want to talk to my sire. Asshole. Oh, you're muted.
You're probably running out of time to do rituals.
Yeah.
Um,
Was this like level 1? We're good in 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
yeah.
For further, I guess, other nights, the clinging insect lasts the whole night too. So if you do that ritual at the start, you can then just Spider-Man around.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
Okay.
You do have to eat a spider though.
Oh,
I'm
cool.
sure there's lots of those.
Yeah, it's true. A lot of turn that down. A lot of the rituals, like you kind of, I mean, if you're willing to risk it, you kind of want to bank them all up at the beginning of the night. Like Calyx Secretus is the same way. It's like you take a bunch of your blood and you pretty much put it into a container.
Good. Yeah.
And then you have it to sate your hunger later. So, yeah. So, anyway.
I'm gonna try it next time.
Yep.
I just love the idea of Charlotte eating a spider. Just makes me really happy. Anyway, being a tablerist and all. Anyway,
Okay. Well, anybody else doing anything?
Had nothing to really prep other than a script.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty much always on with the abilities I have. So
Same.
just make sure the dog is there, and then I'm there, and we'll see where we go from there.
Okay. Yeah, not long after I guess you're just kind of, you send everybody home. Not long after that, about 8 bikers pull up. They are armed with various implements. Some of them have guns, some of them it's kind of a mix of things. And I'll say that that's not terribly unusual, though. And you recognize Sledge, and he gets off the bike and begins to approach you. And he's like, all right. Tell me about your party.
I mean, I didn't ask for an entire party. So, I mean, you're all welcome to come in anyway, but
No, we do security. You know how it is.
no, I don't actually know how it is. I never really was part of that.
Mhm. Well, you in this business long enough, you show up to one of these and someone tries to, take your stuff. It's good to have a backup.
So I assume you brought a lot of stuff then, because 8 people is a lot for one customer.
Mm-hmm. One customer who, took our bar.
You gave up your bar. That wasn't on us.
Mm-hmm. It's
That
true.
was your choice.
It's true. But, I'm just a mite suspicious
Of what?
of, someone that looks as well connected to you calling us for drugs, but, let me just assume it's my animal charm. But anyway, we doing this business inside or outside?
Inside. You could actually bring 4 of your people inside, 4 could stay outside. That's nice even trade, right?
Yep, I like guys outside.
Fantastic. Come on. And she turns around and goes inside.
Oh, yeah, I'll come inside with you with 4 people.
Standard will just take up shop behind the bar and let the talkers do the talking.
All right.
Oh.
So, what can I do you for?
So we have two customers here actually, because she reminded me of something, but I do want what was it? It was cocaine. Um a rather significant amount because I want to call y'all again. But she also has something a bit more important to talk about.
Yeah. So, word on the street has it that you were doing some security for a, what was it? An antique shop?
Top of Antique Mall. Yeah, might have shook the place down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you happen to get some strange little witchy looking thing with dials and little, excuse me, symbols on it?
Like a lamp or something.
It's got dials. It's
Dials.
probably something you may never have seen before.
Oh, yeah.
You have it?
No, we left that shit here.
It wasn't here.
I don't know where it is then.
Hmm. You say you left it here.
Yeah,
Where'd you leave it?
I don't know what that, whatever we left in the basement. I don't know what that was. Some kind of toy?
Kind of. In the basement, in the office, maybe?
Where the safe was?
No, we didn't
Or the
have it in the
desk.
safe.
In a
We just,
desk.
we just put it in like, yeah, I think we had it in a desk drawer or something. I don't know. I used it as a paperweight for a little bit.
Oh, fantastic. Love that. Wonderful.
Maybe you could show us where you left it?
The issue is
If I
that it
can
costs a
remember.
lot of money and
Mm-hmm.
it's just was kind of left
Yeah.
and it just kind of vanished. So we're kind of looking for it.
I mean,
I
we'll pay you
mean,
for
damn,
it.
I don't have it though. I mean, damn, if I knew it was worth something, I would have took it.
Right?
Probably. Just show us where you think you left it.
Okay.
Lead the way.
Actually, Charlotte, you go down. I'll stay up here because I'm probably not gonna leave four guys over here with our barman.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
All right. So yeah, if you he'll point to like the basement door,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll go down in the basement. Assuming nothing else happens, he'll go back to where the office is, and he'll point at like the desk. And he said, like I said, I just kind of kept it as like a paperweight, like there. That's kind of cool. Like you can't fidget with it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Piece of garbage, really.
Oh, it's there? No, it's
No.
not there. Oh. Strange.
Charlotte, remember the drawer that had the blood magic-y feel to it, and there was nothing inside of it? That.
Oh. I wonder if our friends took it. Okay. Well, thank you so much. It's like, do I just take a bite? No. Anyway, let's go.
All right.
And I go to my beast. I'm not hungry enough. Nah, nah. So he comes back upstairs fully intact.
Aiden looks actually surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of the same. It's like, well, we're not having to somehow find a place to put 8 bikers and their bikes later.
Right.
Yeah, I'm keeping it together.
So proud of you.
Thanks.
Can't find anything?
No, it's
Okay.
not there. It's where we thought it would be. I mean, it's not where we thought. It's not. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's not there.
I mean, I'd sell it to you if I had it, but beginner's tip, like if it's valuable, don't tell me it's valuable. But
I know. Well, if you come across it, let us know. We'll pay top dollar for it.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to send them on a scavenger hunt for it, all the better.
Yeah.
I doubt that they'll be able to actually sell it because no one's going to actually. You're not going to be able to sell it to like just anybody, and y'all don't have the connections to get the money that we can get. So,
yeah.
If you find
Give
it, give it to us. We'll give you a cut.
So, how much cocaine do you want to sell us?
What you want?
2 kilos?
You better make it 3 for driving us all the way out here asking about some toy.
Well, no, we asked y'all to come out here so that we could buy some cocaine and then maybe ask about a toy.
Right.
3 kilos. 3 kilos.
We should have never left, but all right.
Oh, come on. You can see we really fixed it up a bit more, don't you think?
Fair enough.
All right. Great. So I go get the cash. I don't know how much 3 kilos is in North
Drug
Carolina.
deal happens. Yeah.
Yeah, drug deal.
So much. So much.
Let me just
A
put
lot
that,
of drugs. So much.
Let me Google that really quick and just put that in my search history.
So much.
I'll let you know when the police get to my door.
Right.
Yeah, so
I'm sure Charlotte overpays. She didn't care.
Yeah, so they give you the cocaine. I have some cocaine. They look like they're strongly considering maybe taking the place back, but probably think better of it. And then basically get on their bikes and leave.
So I think Cliff has it. That or they're lying. But I'm tired of thinking that everybody's lying.
This is the
I mean,
world.
most people
This
are
is the
lying.
world of darkness.
I know everybody probably is lying, but I want to believe the bikers today.
Choosing to believe them today, specifically.
Today we believe the cocaine dealers, okay?
They didn't have a whole lot of reason to lie because you very obviously were like, hey, it's very expensive. We'd like to pay you lots of money for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's
They
wait until
really,
you
yeah,
can't do
they-
anything with this.
Because we are very good at subtle. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
subtle.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, yeah, he offered to buy, he would sell it to you if they had it. Like you said that, like if we had it, we'd sell it to you. Believe me, we don't want it. We thought it was a fidget spinner.
So now we have to go ask our friend some questions.
Yep.
All right. How do we get in touch with Cliff?
We have his
You
number.
have his number.
give him a call and ask him to come by then.
Yeah.
Xander, it's your turn.
Like, we don't want to use the phone, but we all have to take turns. I don't want to use the phone. I don't want to call them.
Yeah, just call Cliff and see if he'll swing by. They have a question for him.
Yeah, he wants to swing by. Boy, he's been sitting by his phone waiting for his friends to call.
Like, I'm sure he has other things to do, but you know.
I hope he has other things to do.
His
Also,
calendar, his calendar
every
is full.
time, every time we call him, something bad happens to him, though.
Or you.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he'll come by.
Oh, gosh. It's like my dog is doing something bad.
And he,
It's once again where you all have the ability to talk to him because he's here.
and yeah, so a little while later he'll show up. Looking every bit as terrible as he did the first time you met him. Just like, what's up? Like, you guys never call me to hang out anymore. I love what you done with the place. It's got that like rusty charm.
So confused on how he is phlegmy when we do not have to breathe.
It's probably blood.
Just so confused by everything.
Thick blood just in the lungs, just kind of caught in there.
Yeah. I also just know that he is damp. He's just somehow damp all the time. And it bothers me. But yes, we had looking for something, maybe you might have picked up when you were here.
Like clothes.
No, something else. When you want to describe it, I wasn't real clear on what it was.
Something arcane. Dials, a cipher. Something a blood sorcerer might have. Who knows? Or
Dials like what's the like the fidget spinner.
yep, just like a fidget spinner or a paperweight.
Yeah, there was one of those.
Yeah, where is it?
Paperweight. I got it.
Okay. What would you like for it?
Well, well, first of all, I'd like to be included on the team more often, and of course, I do want like $6 million.
Yeah, you did kind of just give him like an open checkbook with that. Just what do you want for, as opposed to offering something immediately.
All right. Well, let me readjust that because let's come down to reality. Okay. Let's just put our feet firmly on the ground for a second. We don't have $6 million. And if I'm being honest, we don't really want to hang out with you, but we could invite you more. The thing, you know,
Why do you want it?
on life is long. We will get to know you and find the good qualities that you have.
I mean, it's mine. Like, why do you want it?
Well, we want to, I'm a blood sorcerer. I just want to see what it does.
It's like a blood sorcery thing.
Yeah.
And I don't want like 7 million.
We
Yeah.
can't give you that. Can we borrow it? Can we rent it?
Charlotte, I'm gonna need you to make an actual offer rather than just asking him.
All right. Well, you can hang out with us.
What do you
Believe in
have to trade?
What do I have to trade?
3 kilos of cocaine, apparently.
That's right. I almost forgot about
But I
that.
want to keep that.
Oh.
I have reasons for that.
Could we give him a little bit?
Like, what is it? Like, what's it do? Does it like, do you like turn it and like somebody like, is it like that thing? Like, there was that movie where that guy, like, you push a button and somebody dies? Like that?
I don't think so.
So we don't know exactly what it does, hence why we want it, so we can fiddle around with it.
Mm-hmm.
Experiments can be done. So we can't do that if it's not in our hands. Now, we could just buy it from you, or we could borrow it from you. Either way, we do need to like see what it is does. Because what interest do you have in it? What are you using it for? Paperweight?
Well, I mean, like, I kind of established at this point that somebody probably could give me like $7 million for it. So, I mean,
But what are you using it for?
well, right now, I'd rather not say.
Interesting. Love that answer.
So here, there's this table. One of the legs is crooked, and I got the.
Where's this table at?
So I got this thing like it's I got this little place like it's above the Beef O'Brady's.
Okay. Could we give you something that will stabilize your table better than a fidget spinner?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of things that could do that, but like I took the.
It sounds to me like you took the convenient thing, but you didn't really take the thing that was in your heart.
What?
I mean, I feel like that it's almost like just an automatic thing that maybe like, I don't know, 50, 60, 80, 100 years ago, you might have been like, well, yeah, give me the money. But think about it, like now, today, do you really need the money? What else? I mean, clothes, weed. I can make you things.
Want to know what it does?
Well, you could be there when we see what it does.
Like I think, like look, I'm a smart guy.
Ah,
I'm well known for my intelligence in this town, right? So there's something you're not telling me here.
yeah, you're right.
Like how you knew about it and like why you want it. So
Because I want
maybe
to see.
you just want to see what it does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it holds the table up. I just told you.
Well, Cliff, if you want us to tell you, you got to hang out with us.
I would not invite the Nosferatu to just hang out because he can hang out
On
invisibly and just stalk you. So
every other Thursday, if the date ends in a 4.
all right, so Cliff. Um
Look,
I'm trying to narrow it down to like a couple of days.
so
All right.
let me tell you, my kind have an unnatural craving for information.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is insalvageable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Insatiable.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
So
That's what he said.
I want to know why you want this. And it's driving me up the wall right now.
So here's the
There's going to be a
thing.
point where I actually will go up the wall or through it if you do not tell me why you want this thing.
So here's the thing. I can give you the entire reason why if you give it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you tell me why and I'll give it to you?
You could go
Because
right
there's no
now.
promise that these words that are coming out of my mouth will actually get me the thing that you have.
You have
But if
my
it's in my hand,
you have my nos for promise.
I don't trust that.
We could
What I
give
do
you
trust,
an interesting tidbit that will promise the rest of the story. Then you bring it to us and we give you the rest of the
Ooh,
story.
that's a good idea.
I am intrigued. And I am listening.
did you have an interesting tidbit in mind, Standard?
I do.
Here,
A local legend invited us to find this thing over dinner.
You all went to the cemetery. And you didn't even call me.
You weren't on the invitation that we were sent. Next time, we can make introductions.
All right, well. And he just like reaches into his pocket and pulls it out. All right then, here it is. What's it for?
Odd looking table.
yep. It's for
Deciphering secret messages.
yes, of people far away. Inshallah.
Faraway people's secret messages.
Mm-hmm.
Guess that makes sense.
Great. So we should keep our end of the bargain. You can come hang out with us next Thursday.
Part of the bargain was to tell him the whole reason we want it.
Yeah, but we also threw that in too. He was really feel a little bit bad.
So anyway, there's this Tremere, who is a bit insane. It might be starting to do some shit in this town at some point. He needs to be found, and there's a certain set of items that would be able to locate this blood sorcerer madman. That's one of them. There's several others as well. That person who's in the cemetery that you were just talking about, he's the one who's going to be doing the tracking. Or at least that's what he claimed he's going to do. We are also only giving him half of the deal that he wanted because we're not actually sure he's going to do what he said he's going to do. But assuming he's telling the truth, that's going to help. These other items are going to help narrow down who this Tremere is, and then that situation is going to be dealt with. That is the abridged version of that entire secret.
Okay. That sounds real dangerous.
Yes, yes, it is. No one likes crazy, and no one especially likes Tremere. Put them together, not a great thing.
Yeah.
making all kinds of waves and going to draw a bunch of attention we don't want.
Yeah,
Right.
potentially has already been drawn waves.
Probably explains that weird shack I found. Okay, well, hey, here's
What
your
weird
thing.
Thank you for the thing. Weird Shack?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like a weird shack out there.
Where?
There's a lot of weird shacks out everywhere. Which one are you talking about?
Well, we'll talk about it next time we hang out.
You're a smart guy.
I know. I'm well known for my intelligence. I told you that.
You did. You did. And now I believe it.
And my handsomeness.
There is somebody out there for everybody.
Got a little bit of the black lung, unfortunately.
Uh-huh.
My condolences.
So if we go somewhere interesting, I'll be sure to bring you along so you have that information and then you can pay us back in more information that you have. How about that?
Yeah, about the shack.
Well, about anything really.
Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep an eye out on stuff for you. So I'll provide what I can.
Yeah, that was the agreement we had previously that you still owe us on, by the way. So
All right.
Oh,
So maybe you could.
you never call.
yeah, I mean, we called you now, but we already gave you
Just
payment
did.
for this, so it's not neutralized out yet because you had us pay you. So yeah, you could have just used that specifically to just give us the thing, but you decided you wanted to have it back and forth. So
I mean, you could do that about the shack.
Okay, sure. The shack, it's fair. You got me there. So the shack had a bunch of weird, like, what do they call them? Like testicle tubes and like these burners. Like somebody doing some experiments out there. Bunch of weird notes and
Ha-
some language I can't read.
Test tubes.
Ah, that's right. Right. Yeah.
where is this
Mhm.
at?
Way out in the woods somewhere.
Would you able to be like pull it up on a map or GPS or something?
I don't know if I could. Well, I'd have to. Yeah, I'd probably have to look at a map and I could get it to you. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be appreciated because that sounds great. Like, what else is there aside from just science stuff?
Like I said, there's some notes. I couldn't read them though.
Okay, so, other than science stuff, other than notes that you can't read and testicle tubes.
I think there was some blood, but it seemed old.
Whose blood?
I don't know whose blood.
What kind of blood?
Human.
No.
I wasn't gonna go. I mean, I could smell it. I wasn't gonna go licking it. Who does that?
What?
No bodies,
Nobody
no
does that.
bodies.
just blood.
No bones.
Yeah, no bones. I mean, normally you'd think something like this would be a meth lab. What for the blood? You know?
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was a meth lab. That's what I was looking for. But then found that.
Hmm.
Meth labs usually just don't have their notes in languages I can't read.
So was it an alphabet you didn't recognize, or was it just the letters were in a form you did not know?
Oh no, the letters were all right. It was like it was a language I didn't know, like Italian or something.
Oh, like, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
there's two options there. Either we can go there and go look, or since you've already been there, if you want to just pick up that those weird notes and bring them. We'll figure out what they say.
That's a risk, but I could probably do that. You got me. You got my curiosity now. They ain't gonna catch me.
Mhm.
There might be more there that, if it sounds like something that we might want to actually take a look at. So knowing the location would be good. I think we have to go talk to our cemetery friend before we get there.
Why?
Well, to have the items now, right?
And we're not required to go to him immediately just because we have them all.
Well, because the next step is find the Tremere and end that threat. That's the whole reason we're doing this. I don't know
I
what
mean,
else
yeah.
we're going to do with the items.
We could get more of those notes though. I mean, I have the ones that were at the shop, but these
You should
might
probably
be.
also read what those notes say, because we might want to actually know what he's doing and not just blindly listen to one guy. If we have the notes of the insane Tremere, figure out what they say.
Do any of you speak Latin?
No,
No.
but I'm pretty sure we can find a book and try to translate.
Yeah.
Mine, the only library I know is in Raleigh, but I'm sure there's something that we can buy somewhere.
What if we took a picture of it and uploaded it? Don't they have stuff like that? You can like take a picture of things. And then
If that's safe,
Yeah, you want to take a picture of crazy Tremere blood sorcery notes and upload them somewhere.
Yeah, I was
To
gonna
the
say that.
internet.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do that, we need to go far away.
Yeah. ST
Maybe
ST.
never
Fair
mind.
warning: if you go ahead and upload blood sorcery to the internet,
It's like, look, I got your back because the curry stuff. If you call down the hunters, I'll take the stains and take my chances somewhere else.
Yeah, we will do that.
yeah, if you upload that to the internet, you might get a little bit of meanwhile at the Vatican.
right?
No, I don't.
Yeah, we do not want St. Leopold here. We have enough enemies as it is.
Oh yeah, no.
Somebody might be able to read it.
Yeah,
Could also ask Davenport as well as any of her whole collection. Hey, do any of y'all know Latin?
Yeah.
Any of y'all at all? That's a whole group of people. Someone's got to know
Yeah.
Latin. Maybe, hopefully.
What would
probably. It's not an uncommon language to know.
Well, for occultists, no.
Just priests in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there are ways to translate languages without just
Yeah.
full on like
We could go to
uploading something to the internet.
Okay.
I was a grad
Yeah.
student once. Believe me, I've done it.
So yeah, I'd rather figure out what exactly is in this book before we just hand it off.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
and if we're not gonna do that, then we should all try and go to the shack then.
yeah, let's go
Yeah.
to the shack.
Where
If-
it's more notes in
With-
weird languages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if it's a place where they're doing blood sorcery, can let people who know blood sorcery and have the see spooky stuff vision take a look at it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Love that plan.
All right. Well, we're taking Cliff.
Well, yeah, he's the person who knows where it is.
I know. Can we just get the information from him? Guess not. All right.
No, we're gonna bring Cliff.
Yeah,
All
if you're
right,
if
let's
you're
do
going now, he'll just take you there. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
Might as well not doing anything else tonight.
Yeah.
if you're deciding to not take him, you're gonna have to get the equivalent of hillbilly directions.
No. We'll
And-
we'll go with Cliff.
As much fun as that would be to narrate to you. Okay.
All right, Cliff. Lead the way.
All right then. Here we go.
Here we go.
he takes you off kind of outside of town. And to pretty far kind of up into the hills to what appears to be kind of a ramshackle shack. So there's a point to where you probably have to pull off of the road and then kind of walk up the hill a bit. And the music I've chosen is a little too suspenseful. It's like, it sounded like you were going into combat or something. Yeah, you're going up the hill, and there is definitely at the top of the hill. You could. There's enough moonlight that you can, and tree clearing that you can see this shack, and yeah, there's definitely a shack up there, a ramshackle shack. And he points it out to you and just says, "There it is." I don't know the last time somebody's been here, but
All right. Standard, do you want to go ahead and see if there's anything just in case it's not as abandoned as Cliff thinks it is?
Yeah, I can do that.
Muted.
Yeah. Once we get close enough, Standard will go ahead and turn into a great horned owl again and fly off to get a kind of bird's eye view of things. And I succeed on the rouse check, so you don't even get hungrier.
okay, going up. Yeah, for the most part, it's a fairly wooded area. You can definitely see that the shack is in kind of a clearing at the top of this hill, but for the most part, it's pretty wooded to every side up to there. And it's very difficult to see that if there was even like a way to get up here. Like there's no clear trail or anything like that. So whoever has been coming up here probably has been either sneaking
Flying?
up here or covering up their tracks. Yeah, or they could be flying. That's another good point.
Like an old moonshiner shack kind of thing.
Yeah.
Alright, makes sense. Yeah, and going around, I don't see like a light or anything like that on or any movement.
Nope.
Cool. Go kind of once over and then head back to bring everybody up.
Great. Well, better safe than sorry. So we all sort of walk up, we get in there, and we find is the book in an obvious place? Or Cliff, where did you see the book? Did you say you see it?
It wasn't so much a book. Just he points down on the ground. There's just like a couple pages of what appears to be handwritten notes.
Oh, awesome.
It's just on the ground.
Just kind of on the ground.
Feel like a trap at all?
Want to touch a trap? You poke it with a
Who
stick.
wants? I know who wants to pick them up.
Poke
I
with a
don't know.
stick.
Just the people who can see if things are magic want to
Oh.
look at them to see if they're magic before we poke them.
Yeah. I mean, I have heightened senses, but I just have that. I don't know if it.
Yeah, it's sense the unseen is what I think we're looking for.
Yeah.
Sense the unseen senses if things are unseen, not senses magic.
Also detects if things are. It detects active blood sorcery, passive blood sorcery, and spirits and ghosts. It literally is the power that lets you see things.
Mm,
It just automatically lets you test against Auspex. Against Obfuscate.
what I read, let me see. This can be used against anything from the vampire. Use obfuscate this from someone who's using aspect to spy upon the character to ghost in the middle of the room. Dormant blood sorcery spells and rituals might
Rituals, yep.
also be found with this power as a storyteller's discretion. Sure, fine. I guess. We'll just do the what is it? Wits plus auspex or resolve plus auspex, depending on the storyteller.
This would be wits and aspects.
Where did I surely go? There it is. We've got wits 3, auspex 2. And 1 hunger. And 4 successes.
Okay. There may have been blood sorcery used here at some point. It's not active right now. There are no active rituals or blood sorcery in the area right now.
Fantastic. And when you say like it was used shack or notes or land or like location wise?
Probably on you would think it's on the shack. It's not on like the notes.
Fantastic. So Eden would be like, those are okay. Probably. There could be a bear trap beneath the like dirt, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
But there was some experimentation happening in the shack.
Oh,
Was.
Well, I'll pick the notes up. Got the notes.
You think it's meth? Is it like
No.
magic? Is it magic Tremere meth?
I mean,
No.
it could be, given like
Given our luck.
what's been happening with like magic drugs and shit. So I mean, it might be magic Tremere meth.
We'll let you know when we
I don't
find
know.
out.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Would you like to
Well.
try some if it exists?
No, I would not.
So it's probably bad.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let me quiet for a minute.
So do we want to investigate the shack anymore?
Eden's
I'm
already
kinda
walking up to the
curious.
shack.
All right. I'm following around. Yeah.
Inside the shack are a lot of what I would say is like what looks like chemistry equipment. Test tubes, Erlenmeyer flasks, burners. Most of it looks pretty broken, though. Like some of the flasks are broken. It's just all kind of set up on like kind of a wooden slab.
Well, it looks like they were doing something sketchy here. Or just blood sorcery.
To be fair, it does look like a meth lab. But
Yeah, if it wasn't for the blood, then yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, where did you find the blood exactly?
Oh, it's sort of I guess if you got in there kind of with a flashlight, you can see it.
Where now?
Just kind of like, you can see it like if you put it like if you looked at it with a flashlight, you can kind of see it like on the table, a little bit on the floor of the shack.
Okay.
So like, does it look like blood that was being used and spilled, not someone was bloodily killed here?
More like more like a spill.
Can
Rather
I use
than-
a tape? Oh,
Go ahead.
Can I use a taste of blood to check on this blood that's sitting here?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the floor or lick the table.
I'm not gonna lick the floor with Cliff standing there. I like the table. I like the table.
You could also
Yeah.
just take your finger and, you know,
Yeah. I'm gonna like try to scratch. Yeah. Because I'm sure it's
it's a little old, but there's probably enough of it for you to be able to do that. Yes.
okay. All right. Yes. I'm gonna do that. And
Be more dignified about it. Just
yeah. Like, huh.
It's human.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's human. So that's something. That's better than it not being human, I guess. So I'm guessing if these are the notes of the person that we think they belong to, this is where London's been.
provide you're able to read the notes, and then we got be able to get like accurate information.
Yeah.
Do the notes look the same as the other ones we have? Like same language, same thing?
The other notes that you have were more of they're almost like more of a book,
Okay.
with like diagrams and stuff, and cover a wider variety of topics. These seem more like they're like hastily scribbled something.
Does it look Latin?
Yes.
Okay. So these must be the notes. What I have are not the notes then.
No, I think what you have is the more detailed research notes. These are the in the middle of trying to scramble to do something, wrote some stuff down. That's why they were left behind.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that if you were not London's research notes, if you were not kindred, would probably just look like a weird gothic coffee table book in Latin. But
Okay. Well, that's
Standard.
cool.
How good are you at like Bloodhound sniffing down a track? Because if he was running that way, dropped notes, there's probably a path that can be
I can
followed.
try. It's not the worst at it. But yeah, if you want, I will go ahead and do the shapeshifting thing again, because the dog, being a dog, is much better for this than being a person.
Absolutely.
Added to that I have the Bloodhound merit, so I'll succeed on that. So yeah, once again, Standard turns into a really large dog, and we'll just try and get a smell of anyone that was here that isn't us to start with.
okay.
So we're gonna follow you.
Oh, we're gonna see if there's anything here first.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because
Okay.
how long ago they were here, if it's rained, all those things could make it where I can't follow a track. But if I can get a scent of someone who was in here enough, I may be able to recognize them later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so what would that be like?
It's it's investigation, but it's also like tracking, so survival maybe. I mean, I'm much better at survival than I am the other ones, but so if I get to pick, wits and survival would be great for me because that lets me have lots of dice.
Yeah, I'll do wits and survival. I think that's because it's specifically tracking. It's odd because a lot of the things I would like normally use survival for, vampires don't really need.
Yeah. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Yeah, you could pick up. You pick up from the shack. an individual's trail. One individual.
Do they smell familiar? So it's not randomly like this is Davenport stuff.
No,
Being led around.
it's
Cool.
not. It doesn't seem to be Davenport. I mean, you probably smell Cliff too.
Yeah.
Number one, he's right there. Also, he smells. So he left his stench now twice here.
Cliff, please use your obfuscate to keep the smell away. Come on.
And then,
But yeah.
and you kind of follow the scent towards the edge of the clearing, and then it vanishes. Like it just stops.
Turn into another scent, or
Did you
like
get in
it's
a
just
car?
been lost. Well, there's not like a road up here. We had to hike up, so
Maybe he flew. You're muted.
yeah. Well, if I got enough of the scent to maybe identify it if I run into that person again.
Yeah, you could do that. You could remember it.
Okay. Yeah. I'll resume the form that has thumbs and let people know that the scent kind of just comes to here and stops.
Now, can you tell if it was a human or a kindred?
Not really.
Oh.
Like if a person is, if I'm in the presence of a person actively, I can sense what blood resonance they have in them and if they're human kind of thing, but not from just a scent. So
All right. Well,
Maybe if they were
Either-
particularly smelly kindred, like a Semeti or a
Yeah.
Nosferatu.
What do they smell like?
yeah, what do they smell like?
Henry will do his best to describe a scent, and I'm sure that is nigh incomprehensible to people who are not turning into animals to do scent stuff. Eden might get more of it just being a gangrel, but you don't do the animal changing thing as much, so
At all?
at all. Your beast is more in line with it, yes, but yeah. So he'd try and describe it, but it's kind of trying to explain colors to someone who can't see them, I think it's kind of the like how do you describe blue without telling people it's blue kind of thing.
Mhm.
He's like, I'll be able to know him if I find him again, but they disappeared here, which could be a number of things.
All right. Well, do we want to go to the graveyard now?
No, because I want to read what the Latin is.
That's
First.
right. Okay.
Want to know what the mad research is. And hopefully not go mad in the process, but I want to read it.
All right.
Yeah, you've probably got
Let's
time. You probably got time for about one more thing this evening, I would say.
Okay.
And do want to quick call Davenport and say, hey, does anybody know Latin?
Yeah, let's do that.
Just real quick call. Well, real quick, maybe. Depends. Last one wasn't a quick call at all.
Yeah, if you call up Davenport. Yes.
Hello, ma'am. Real quick question. Do you or anyone you know speak Latin or can read Latin at the very least?
I have some training in it, yes. I have medical training, so I took a bit of it in college and high school, yes.
Could you read like paragraphs of it?
Probably.
Would you like to read a Tremere's notes?
That's ominous, but I think I'd better.
It'd be great because it's some research notes, and we're super interested in what exactly they say before we decide exactly what we're going to do with them. And I think you'd be like the most interested in it.
All right. Tell me where to meet you.
Um, where should we meet them?
Pouncies?
Probably not the Shack meth lab here.
No, no. Just meet
Uh,
her Pouncies.
I mean, it's gonna have to be reading what seems like a lot of notes. Somewhere better than the parking lot is probably better.
So yeah, do you want to come by Pouncies?
I can do that.
Fantastic. Get you a drink, be nice and comfortable. See you there in how far away are we? How far away are we from home right now?
You're not that far. Yeah, you're probably 30 minutes
Oh.
at most.
See you in 45.
All right. I will be there.
Cool. See ya. Click.
All right, let's.
That's where we want to shake some of those cool abilities out of a thin blood, where they can just learn a language for the night. That's super handy.
Get that one witch roll where you like have to pluck out somebody's eye to learn their languages.
Oh
That,
my
that was a
goodness.
little bit harder to do. At least more lasting. The one that you can get for being a thin blood is less gruesome in weird ways. Less permanent though.
It's time to go
Right.
back Pouncies.
All right. Well, I think at this point, Cliff, we need to part ways. But we'll call you. This has been fun.
It has.
Hasn't it?
It really has been fun. I
Right,
like. I
right.
like. I never get to solve mysteries.
I mean,
Well,
it's more that the person we're meeting with doesn't like new people and is skittish as hell.
Yeah. It's not you this time.
I mean, it is you because you're someone that they're not as familiar with.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll drop you off
Yeah.
wherever you want to go.
You just drop me off at the Beef O'Brady's.
All right.
Take a swing by the Beef O'Brady's and drop them off.
Totally trying to avoid going upstairs and seeing his place. Like checking the watches. We're gonna be late. Gotta go.
Bye.
Don't invite us up.
No, we don't have time. Bye.
Also, Cliff, we don't want you in this scene so that Ian doesn't have to roleplay with themselves, because that's silly.
You guys don't want to do NPC theater? Yeah. No, I don't. I don't want to do it either. Yeah, okay, so you all are heading towards back to Pouncies.
Yeah,
And
back to Pouncies.
Back to Pouncies. And do you sense, are you doing anything else to prepare other than just wait for her arrival?
Make sure we're not followed, and then wait for her to arrive once we get there.
Mhm.
Because I got nothing else.
Nah.
Yep.
Okay. So, yes, she'll arrive. And come into Pouncies, and I don't know if you're all just meeting her in the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We've closed.
We
it again.
closed for the day. For
Yeah,
the night.
yeah. You sent
Due
the
to
staff home.
maintenance, so.
You did have them come back. So,
Staff, I need you all to take a 20-minute break while we talk to these drug dealers. Please all clock out.
So, Have a seat. We have some things we want you to translate.
Or at least look at, see if you can translate them at all. One of them
Yeah.
is super messy, and one of them is very well codified. And both of them are in Latin, which none of us know.
I'll do my best.
That's all we ask.
And she kind of makes herself comfortable and she sits down. And she's looking at the notes and kind of goes, "These were very hastily done.
Yep.
Whoever was doing this was doing them very quickly."
Mm-hmm.
It appears to be, from what I can tell, some kind of a attempt at a formula.
What kind of formula?
Like yours kind of formula?
Yes.
To
Okay.
do.
I'm trying to figure this out, what they're trying to do. I didn't quite get it, though. There's several times they're repeating themselves because they're trying different... Looks like they're trying different combinations of things.
Hmm.
But it looks like... Yeah, this is one I heard about, but I've never... Well, I've never tried myself. It's much outside of the range of any of my abilities.
Okay. So what is it?
Well, some people call it a, well, the cruder name for it is a chain suck, but the more formal name is a flowering amaranth. It's
Know
a,
both
Hmm.
of those words?
well, it's a way for a number of, sort of a way for a number of kindred to simultaneously diablerize.
Yeah, that's what I feared.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, great.
Interesting.
The concept of chain suck and amaranth is like, oh, okay, that's, yeah, sounds right.
So to de-ebralize, you're saying several at the same time, or how does it work?
So is it one person diabolizing a bunch or a bunch of people diabolizing one?
Several to one.
Okay, so like everybody getting power off of just the one.
Yes, the ideal we would,
You would,
from what I used to hear in the Ashbringers, the idea would be to find some, say, some torpid elder and simultaneously demolish them, yes. And share their power, so to speak.
and that's the formula that they're trying to figure out here.
Yes, I think.
Notably, this was found in a shack out the way with some like science class lab equipment and human blood. So
Does it require human blood?
not enough vampire going on here.
Well, any alchemical formula requires human blood.
Oh.
And sometimes it requires our blood as well, but, right.
What's his name did say that the goal was to gain power without diablerie, so this I guess is a step in learning more about that. It's a way to share it, so you're reducing it down to only needing to kill one person for the power.
Hmm.
I mean, I think the goal is to kill one person for a bunch of people to gain power.
Right. If his goal in the end is eventually to be able to gain generation and power without killing people, this is a step in how you stretch one death to many people. I can see the chain, at least, of where your research might go. Understand this, and you understand more about how diablerie works.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's not nearly enough ash for experimenting about diablerie.
True.
Unless this was just, I mean, it's also like a very rudimentally set up in a shack, so there could be another location.
Hmm.
He's Tremere, he doesn't know what he's doing.
You would think
So
that as a Tremere, he would know what he's doing.
Well,
yeah.
he knows what he's doing in his particular field, I assume, but not ours. That's why they used us.
So do these notes look familiar to you?
I think so, yes.
Hmm.
Again, I don't know the individuals never use their real names, but this is probably a member of that group, yes.
Okay. So did you do this alchemy?
I do alchemy, but I don't know this particular alchemy.
But
I
This
you
is
don't
the
know
familiar with
this
formula
it.
was one that was kind of complex or you heard about it, you said,
I've heard of this
in
formula.
theory.
To me, this formula is theoretical and remains so given this failure here.
Mhm.
But it's a thing that can be done. This person
Theoretically.
just didn't know how to do it.
Theoretically, it can be done.
I've heard it could be done, yes.
Okay.
I've never seen it done.
Okay.
And,
So in your
and anyone who knew it could be done would be probably killed very quickly.
Or otherwise, keep it very quiet so you prevent being killed very quickly.
Yes, obviously this is a threat to elders in particular.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Cool. How long will it take you to get through the book's version of this?
Well, I don't know. It depends how many books there are.
I mean, just the one?
Yeah. Aren't you curious?
I mean,
I'll work as quickly as I can.
yeah, right now we're just looking for like a general idea of what it's about
Mhm.
because this is one of the things that um our cemetery legend wants, and we want to know exactly what it is we're handing him before we do that. So,
All right. And how long do you think he'll wait?
he did not give us a time limit, did he?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, I will. It shouldn't take me more than a few nights.
I mean, that's fair because we only talked to him yesterday, and we have everything today. And I don't think he realized they were going to get it that quick anyway. So you have time because right now we're looking for stuff.
All
Yeah.
right. I'll work through it as quickly as possible.
I think you need to work on it here though. I don't want you to take it home.
It's fine, Charlotte. We already know where to find her. And also, she's allowed to keep notes too. Like, I don't think you want to do the insane rituals that are causing problems, but it's good to have something, it's also a form of payment. Like, have this knowledge, have this weird, creepy knowledge from the Tremere that might threaten you in the future.
So, can we agree that this is only going to be for your eyes? I just don't think we should be letting other people have this knowledge.
I mean, we don't know what the
Davenport.
knowledge is.
Exactly.
So
I
first
mean-
we're gonna know what it is, and then we'll decide how many people need to know about it.
I don't want this knowledge out. This is a death sentence to my people.
Hmm?
So
Makes sense.
you can trust me on that.
Yes, I need you to not set this book on fire because we kind of need it.
Yeah.
That's all I ask. Don't damage it.
I mean, you could read it here otherwise.
I
If
feel
you're
like reading in a place where it's more comfortable than, a bar, which is kind of not secure because it's a bar.
Yeah. We could put her up in the hotel.
No, just let her go home. The book. It's fine. You know where to find her.
Okay. Yeah, just remember that. We know where to find you. If anything goes wrong, just give us a call.
I will take the book in exchange for your offer to help interrogate my people.
Yes.
Of course.
That seems reasonable. All right. Yes, this seems to be the only source we have right now to perhaps staying alive at this point.
Mhm.
The faster we get to this, maybe the faster we stop this fool from calling down everything on top of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for your service.
Mm-hmm. Be careful.
And she will take the book and go.
And disappear into the night forever.
Oh, never saw her again.
And
Once
the
she
book,
leaves,
immediately
Sta-
transform into a Tremere and go, ha ha ha, and float away. No.
once she does leave, just thought of something. We're trying to find someone. And we've
Mhm.
talked about that these items are supposed to be helpful for that. We have a compass that can accept blood, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
How much do you want to bet that putting blood of the person in makes the compass point towards them?
Of
Might be the
course.
case. To be logical.
Right.
Yeah.
Which would mean that the notes and the cipher and the people and the ritual dagger aren't needed to find him. They're needed to do whatever ritual they want to do. At least make sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If we can make the compass work, then we wouldn't need to sell anyone out. But it would mean we need the person's blood. And I'm guessing that is the linchpin here, is that we don't have the person we're looking for's blood.
Well, I mean, we can do a fun experiment of
Right.
just put one of our bloods in it and see if it actually works in that way.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was suggesting, to see if it works that way. I'm more than happy to volunteer to try.
Okay.
Fantastic, I'll get the compass. And she just literally gets up and goes to go fetch it.
All right. Do you need a knife or something?
And I have built-in knives, and he just claws extend out of his fingers.
Charlotte doesn't even want to look at it. It's been a really great night. It's just
Yeah.
kind of goes and stands by the door.
And she'll come back with the compass.
I'm gonna try put Vitae in the compass to see if it then starts pointing towards standard.
Yeah. Why don't you try backing up a little bit, see where it goes?
So yeah, when you put your Vitae into the compass, it yeah, it kind of just points towards standard.
That makes sense. It's a useful little little bit of kit then.
And we don't know what the cipher is.
Well,
Unless.
we have the key. We haven't found the cipher yet. We have the key to decipher it.
Oh, okay.
Unless there's something hidden in those notes, but they're already in Latin and we couldn't read them anyway. So
Yeah.
them being coded again wouldn't be helpful for us at the moment.
Yeah.
But now that we have the dial, do the symbols on it look familiar to anybody? Or are they just weird esoteric symbols?
Let's look at it.
Yeah. Are they in French or Arabic? No.
They look to be weird esoteric symbols.
Okay.
Um, I'm trying to think if there would be any chance you would know what they are, but I don't think with the given experience of your characters, it would be
Academics.
yeah,
books.
it would be like an occult 6.
Oh, okay. I have an occult 4. With blood magic, and I do have 3 academics.
You might be able to do it, Charlotte. Go ahead.
All right.
So this is going to be a difficulty 6.
Oh shit. Okay. So I'm gonna do my occult blood magic. 2, 3, 4. Do I get an extra one for the blood magic if it's
No,
blood
it's
magic?
no. This would just be it would be like intelligence plus occult.
Oh,
You're just
okay.
trying to remember what the symbols are.
Okay.
If you've maybe seen something that looked like them, even.
All right. Okay. Here we go. Boom. All right. So I have 3 successes, and one's the little special success, but
Okay.
and no successes on my hunger die.
Okay. Yeah, they're weird symbols.
Okay. They just look like mush. Like,
Yeah, we don't have
Nothing.
we don't have a Tremere to shake information out of at this point. So just
mean-
go find him and then shake the information out of it.
yeah.
It is probably not Banu Hakim sorcery.
Too bad.
That's probably the assumption you can make.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pretty productive night then for us.
Very.
I didn't kill anybody.
You didn't. I'm so proud of you.
I haven't really killed anybody in a long time, though.
Like at least 2 sessions in a row. You haven't.
I don't think I've ever killed anybody here.
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 Been very
Yeah.
closely tempted to, though.
I've resisted temptation.
You didn't even seriously consider it that much this session.
No, I'm at a 1 hunger. It's like,
That's just normal. It's
Yeah.
just being awake.
yeah, this is great. This is great. Do I have time to try to contact my sire? That is a ritual, but
Probably, we probably shouldn't do that tonight.
okay.
Because that could, well, yeah, that could probably have some consequences.
We do it start of next game.
Yeah, that could be a longer scene,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
depending on what you say and what your sire says.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
just
that's
saying.
cool.
So, yeah. So, if anyone else doesn't have anything else they want to do, I will shift to sort of a closing scene.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, good. The closing scene is not, cliff over the city. Finally my plans coming to fruition. Cliff is secretly a Tremere. No. So we would kind of pan out into a scene of kind of outside of town. A little hard to tell how far outside of town, but you see the individual that we've seen before at the truck stop in the cowboy hat with the muscle car. and he is. Actually, we can use this music for this. He appears to be nailing together like 3 crates, like some kind of like small shipping crates. He's just kind of nailing them shut.
Where is he?
You don't know exactly where he is because you're not actually there. So
Okay.
This is kind of like a looking in on a movie scene kind of thing. He's nailing these things shut. And he takes kind of a breath and takes his hat off. Like, I don't know why he'd take a breath, but he does. Maybe it's just dramatic. And he turns back to the car where it appears at the trunk of the car he's got what appears to be something that looks a little bit like an IV with some blood in it hooked up to something in the trunk, but the trunk is closed. And he's just saying, like, see, normally, boss man, what we do is we'd bury these fellas and then we let them dig their way out, but needs must when the time is short. So we'll just let them break out of the crates. But when you wake up, we're gonna find your boy. I'm gonna find my girl, and we'll light this town up. And we will end there.
That's not ominous in anything.
No.
No.
No,
Not at
so,
all.
All right.
But
Ordered the shovel heads in the to-go boxes.
yeah,
Right?
the to-go shovel, the Happy Meals.
Not
That's the
happy.
pack name, the Happy Meals.
Do not like these toys.
The surprise is not good. But yeah, thank you all for folks for watching, and yeah, we'll see you all next time. Take care.